Good evening, one and all. It's Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey with you. Here we are on Tuesday evening, back on the ZOE repeater to monitor the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. I think Bill's going to be back, VE3IMW. He spent some time away, I think, vacationing at the trailer, I think is what he said. Anyways, we'll see if he pops in and picks it up. Expecting him along shortly, just when the clock flips over to 7 p.m. Welcome to Hamilton, Ontario. My name is Mike Alpha Charlie, and we encourage our supporters to like and subscribe, but we also encourage them to look into the options of getting their own amateur radio license. Very simple process in Canada. Good evening, Guy. I see you've checked in on YouTube. We're just waiting for our net controller. Well, it's 7:01. He hasn't shown up. Let's not keep our audience waiting. I'll just grab the mic and we'll get this thing underway. Good evening and attention, all stations. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. And welcome to another edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Today is Tuesday, July the 15th. Halfway through the summer, pretty much. Anyways, a beautiful day out today. Nice and warm, toasty. This was the weather that we were all dreaming about back in February. Air conditioning's working good, and the beverages are cold. Anyways, this net meets on this repeater currently Sunday and Tuesday under our summer schedule, and then on Thursday we're on a simplex frequency of 446.125. Obviously, there's tons of other nets that we support here locally. The Hamilton Amateur Radio Club nets on Monday. The Burlington Amateur Radio Club net on Wednesday at 7:30. Of course, the AREG Amateur Radio Exchange Group on Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. with Chuck, VA3CJZ. And wrapping up the week, Larry, VE3LBI, hosts us on Friday evening for the Friday night ZOE Rag Chew. Anyways, we'll take a quick standby for any time sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations. Nothing heard. Okay, let's open it wide for anybody anywhere. If you have a call sign, come on in and say hello. VA3IMW, standing by. VA3NFG, and somebody doubled with Steve. Who is the doubling station? Oh, not one of those. Okay. Good evening, Steve. Thanks for being first in line. Back to the grind. Are you still on up vacation this week?
No. Last day was Sunday, and so went back yesterday. And I'm off today. So back in for a couple more, and then I'm off another day. And then work another 2 or 3 more and get another one off. on the side here listening to the net here, Mac, and just in the middle of attaching a gate handle to a gate end post. So I'll send it right back and see what else you can pick up there. It's VA3IMW.
Okay, very good. You're the handiest guy I know. Somehow, I always try to imagine how you're doing what you're doing, but obviously you never let anything stop you. So that's good on you, Steve. All right, let's see. Let's take another quick standby and see if we got any other RF check-ins. I see Wade and Al have also checked in on YouTube, so we'll see if we hear from them as well. Vector Alpha 3, Indy Mike Whiskey, stand by for any further check-ins.
VE3 LBI. VE3 ZJC.
Two more fine gentlemen. We'll start with Larry. Good evening, sir.
Evening, Mac. I'm glad you get home safe. Did you see my email yet?
I saw the email about Brian coming into town on the weekend, and yeah, I see you also posted that on Discord. Very good. Do you know exactly what area he wants to activate? I mean, have you made recommendations for some of the most notable parks here?
He had a few parks already listed. And anybody that's listening that's interested, have a quick check on Discord. Our Discord, have a gentleman coming in from out of town on Saturday and Sunday. Would like to probably meet a couple of people if he has the opportunity and also do an activation. He did send me a list of parks. And it looks like they'll be okay to activate. I'm just trying to communicate back and forth with them. Unfortunately, I can't call the U.S. I have no way to do that without paying for it. So I'm trying to get him to talk to him on Discord instead of sending emails.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, once we get a little bit more of a framework of where he's going to be when, obviously our group can kind of coordinate who's going to pop over and see him. Hopefully he picks parks that are RF quiet and friendly. So, okay. There's probably more content in the email with regard to his park list, so I'll have to look at that a little closer. As well as what was posted on Discord.
Yeah, I'll repost it after I have some more communication with him. He does not have an HT, so he can't use, like the ZOE or anything like that. I asked him if he could borrow one. He didn't respond to that, but just give me kind of a list of the parks. It was 4 or 5 parks he was interested in. But I'm hoping to get some more communication back and forth before he gets here. I believe he's coming in Saturday. Not Friday, but Saturday, spending the night Saturday night and heading out sometime Sunday.
All right. Well, as long as he gets busy for his activation before grocery time, that would be kind of fun to get out there.
Yeah, and I think Sunday he was hoping to meet a couple of people. Not Saturday again, but Sunday. So depending on where he's going to situate himself for his activation, might be a possibility that other people could probably beat him. Again, I'm waiting for some more communication from him. I have worked him quite a few times.
Yeah, the call sign looks familiar, and I'm assuming his nickname is Brian. His real first name is William, or I forget. I'll have to take a look on his profile page.
I believe it's his last name is Dudley, Brian Dudley.
Yep. Well, it'd be good to make contact with another one of our friends down south. Yeah, that would be fun. And I also hear that temperatures this weekend are going to be more temperate, so we won't melt like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it's another scorcher today, so few more. They said it's supposed to break. I think it's Thursday night or something. We get back to some normal temperatures, whatever those are going to be. I can't wait for next year. Maybe we're going to have like this whole month or something is going to be, the 100-degree temperature. But I hope not. Anyways, okay, Mac, I know Jason's in behind me there, so I'll pass it back to you. The more details I get, I'll post them on the Discord site there, probably under random, and we can carry on from there. All right, thanks for doing it. VA3IMW.
Okay, and thanks for the little note on the traffic conditions. I appreciate you keeping an eye out for me. And yeah, as a matter of fact, I checked both ways, and it looks like my back road choice would have been equally as difficult. The number 7 section before you can start getting on the Waterloo side roads. There's around 5 o'clock that backs up significantly, and there's a traffic light, and everybody wants to make a left-hand turn, and you know how that goes. So I ended up coming back home the regular route, and the 403 was free of accidents. However, catching around the bend past Aberdeen, there was a stalled truck in the left lane. So all the traffic was swinging over to the curb. So 2 lanes to get by, and managed to get through that and home safely. Safely is what really matters. Live to fight another day. Thanks again, Larry. And Jason, good evening, sir. Good to catch you this morning on the radio.
Yeah, good morning, Mac. Good morning, Jesus. Good evening, Mac. Larry, Steve, and anybody else who follows them behind. Yeah, it was good to catch you this morning. I will be in the vehicle again tomorrow morning and possibly Thursday, depending on how I feel. So far, that's been the extent of my radio stuff today, was talking to you and then now talking to you. If there's POTA stuff and a meetup happening on Sunday with Brian, who I do have in my hunter log, I'm probably game for that. The weather does look to be pretty good, although it might be ridiculously humid on Sunday with the expected rain in the morning, but it's only Tuesday, so that could change. Other than that, just picking hotel stuff for the next road trip that I'm on in a week and a half, and this one I am packing radio gear, and there should definitely be time for an East Coast activation or two. Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick. I'm hoping to get at least one done in Nova Scotia when I go up there.
Oh, wouldn't it be so much fun just to drive around the coast of PEI and activate all those parks? You could do like a 30 park rove in about 20 minutes. Those parks are just on top of each other. And there's a ton of new parks. What's the term? And not Enfers. Anyways, Atnos. A ton of Atnos. There are a lot of parks that haven't been activated out there. So get them while they're hot. Anyways, I'll have to live vicariously through you. And just remember that from New Brunswick, Nova Scotia area to us, 20 meters is going to be the go-to band, unless you're going to be doing the late shift activations. Alrighty. So, safe trip up and back. If I don't catch you on the air tomorrow morning, but I usually like to have the radio in the truck turned on, and around 7 o'clock I'll give a shout out. But not every day. Some days I'm grumpy and still wishing I had my face stuck in a pillow. But on other days, sunshine, and I'm feeling good about it. Thanks again, Jason.
Absolutely, sir. I'll be hopefully working all the bands out east, and yep, I'm in the vehicle 6:30 in the morning, just about there. So I'm already halfway to the office when you're pulling out of your driveway, sir. But I will have the radio on, and if you want to give a shout out, I'll be happy to come back to you. VA3IMW, back to that. Thanks for doing it, my friend.
All right. Another YouTube check-in is VA3CJZ. He's spending time with the family. Look at that. So let me take this opportunity to throw in a plug for the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Chuck will be your host tomorrow night on 146.430. I always screw up that frequency, but I think I got it right tonight. 146.430, starting promptly at 8 p.m. Lots of check-ins, lots of trivia, maybe even some multiple choice questions, audience participation, lots of fun. Anyways, thanks, Chuck, for your check-in on YouTube, and we'll look forward to hearing you on the radio tomorrow night. Stand by now for any RF check-ins. Come on in and say hi.
VE3, DJZ. VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf. VA3 NCA.
Bing, bang, boing. There's 3 in a row. Good evening, Huey. How you doing today?
Oh, not bad there, Mac. Just got my 705 back from ICOM today. How's it sound? Sound okay?
That sounds really good. Those things have got really dynamic audio.
Yeah, well, yeah, it had fire damage and all that. So when it was watered and all that, so I put it in water, put it rice in it for 3 months, and then sent it to ICOM, and they cleaned it out, make sure everything was inside was okay and all that, and they gave me a new screen.
Excellent. I guess the service cost and parts for the screen was probably out of pocket. Hopefully your insurance helped you out with that.
I had no insurance, unfortunately, but it cost me $300. But now the radio's like brand new again, so that's all matters. I don't have to buy a new one.
Oh, good for you. Very good. Yeah, I've heard such good things about 705s. If they just put in an amplifier in there that would let you work 100 watts on HF, then that would be your ultimate shack in a box.
Yeah, I love it. I got the battery hooked up. I got a telescope antenna hooked up, and she's sitting on the chair here. I'm just talking with the mic on it. I got 9 bars here on the screen.
Very good, sir. Yeah, your signal report's a little bit less, but I think probably the back of the radio antenna is a little bit of a compromise, but not to worry. You're getting out and into the repeater full quieting.
All right, Mac. There's no more D-Star now, is there?
There's very limited D-Star activity around here. YYZ repeater is still up, but the last time I checked it, it did not have internet connectivity, so that's too bad. And the I forget what the call sign was. The one here in Hamilton that came down from the radio tower that was pulled down on the East Mountain. That's not back in operation yet. So, like I said, very limited D-Star connectivity. Yeah, that's all I know for the time being.
I just said it was VA3WIK. Yeah, that was one, yeah. I hope they fix it. Nice to have the D-Star repeater back up again for people that have D-Star.
Yes, it would be. Perhaps next time you bump into Gary, VE3 Tango Oscar, you might want to ask him if there's any plans from the group to get that WIK repeater back up. I think they had a spot for one of the systems over on the hillside up in Waterdown, but I'm not sure if WIK repeater made it over there as well.
No problem. I will. All right. Thanks for doing that. 73, have a good night, and keep cool.
Keep cool, be cool. All right. Okay. So Whiskey Papa Golf is my next go-to. VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, everybody.
everybody, VA3WPG. Alright, trying something a little different here. I got a slip knot hanging from my curtain rod, and I got my X30. Anyone's familiar with the diamonds, they have that chrome cap on the top. Well, I'm hanging it from the chrome cap from my curtain rod. Don't know how this is sounding any better than that little 16-incher.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Clean and crisp into the repeater. I got you somewhere around an S4, S5 on direct. So that's a great option for maintaining your ability to communicate with UHF and VHF while the balcony is off limits.
Alright, haven't tried the VHF yet, but the repeater is fluctuating from 7 to 9, but at least I'm getting out anyways good. So yeah, I don't know. It's a cable evening for me tonight. I, along with the antenna, pulled out all the cables running from the radios across the room to the balcony, untangled the, what do you call it, a bird's nest there, and got those all coiled up. I'm going to be going to get some electrical tape within the next couple of days, color coding the wires so I know which one is for which underneath the desk. When I set up my rotator, I put an XLR connector, microphone connector, because it's all I had on at the time. So I put an XLR from the control box to the cable, and then the cable was hardwired right into the rotor. So that was a pain in the butt trying to fish all that cable through. So I'm running low on connectors, so I put I believe it's called a Molex, the computer power supplies. Well, I slapped one of those on the router end, so now I can disconnect my router cable right in the middle, so that's good. And a while back, I had an extension cord in an old house that I had to bust the ground off of, and I put a new end on it, so it's a 3-prong cord again. So this evening is dedicated to cables, I guess.
And the letter C and the number 7, just like Oscar on Sesame Street. All right, very good. Organizing things in the shack is always a good thing to do. Just ask Steve. He's been at it for a year. Anyways, thanks for coming in. And did you have any interest in meeting up with Brian when he comes in on the weekend?
Who is that?
N2 something. There's a guy coming into Hamilton and is bringing his daughter in to visit a friend. And while he's in town, he's hoping to make acquaintances with some of our fine Hamilton POTA group and perhaps get to a number of parks. So potentially a get together with him on Sunday. And Larry's in communication with him via email. So we will be sharing more information on these nets, as well as it'll be posted on Discord.
Recheck VA3IMW.
Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, November 2, Bravo Tango Delta. Brian, November 2, Bravo Tango Delta.
Well, let's see what's up for this weekend, because I earlier got some pothole damage on my bike, so I got to see what I can do about this now. So going to start working on that in a few minutes.
Oh, you've got too many projects on the go all at once. All right. Best of luck with the repairs. Further luck with your cable dedication. And yeah, we'll look forward to your check-in on Thursday. Actually, we'll be listening for you tomorrow night on 2 meters when you check in with Chuck at 8 o'clock. Anything else before we move on over?
Yeah, then we can give this antenna a shot on 2 meters. I was having a hard time getting out to RSB yesterday, so I just did a check-in, but not participating yesterday. So we'll see how we make it around here on Simplex with it in my window. Other than that, I think that'll be about it for me. I got to start gathering some stuff and head down to the bike and see what's up with my tire here, my pothole damaged tire. So everyone have a good evening. Guess I'll bring my Quansheng downstairs and I'll be listening to the net in the background. VA3WPG.
Very good. Thanks a lot, Steve. And like I said, best of luck with the repairs. And bringing in now VA3NCA. Nice to have you on the RF check-in list.
VA3IMW, VA3MCA, yeah, good to finally make it for a change. It's been an unplanned few days, but today's been good, so that's all very good. I have Brian N2BTD in my log as well. Looks like I got him from park to park when I was out in Illinois. So I have him from my VA3NCA Whiskey 9 station to him out in New York, park to park a couple times. And I do remember the call sign, so the contact must have been semi-memorable. It would be great to be able to catch up with him and meet him in person this weekend. Timing is pretty good because I'll also say that remember that this weekend is Support Your Parks Weekend Summer Edition. So it's time to get one hunter contact and or one park activation this weekend and get your Support Your Parks Weekend Hunter and Activator awards. And it would be great to do that as a multi-op with Brian when he's in town. That would be pretty good. Larry, if you're still listening, I would even put it. I know you started out there in random channel. That's fine, no worries. But you could also put it in special activations. Either make a new one for the special event of Brian coming to visit and having visitors, or even there is an event in there for Support Your Parks Weekend this week, those would be good spots too. And if we have DX guests in our Discord, if everybody's okay with it, you could also send them an invite there if that would be an easier way to communicate. Anyways, that's been a bunch of things I've just sort of dumped out there on the air, so I will pause and send it back to you, Mac. Thanks for picking me up.
Okay, very good. Yeah, obviously sending him a Discord invite so he's in our group as well. He can get in there and see what we're doing and obviously use that as a communication. Does Discord have direct contact, like a VoIP over Discord type thing? Can you make like Discord telephone calls?
Yeah, you can. In fact, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the channel list, there is a voice channel section and general voice. So it's not quite as convenient as a normal phone call, I suppose. But if you go into the voice channel, and if somebody else is in that voice channel, then you can chat. You can share your screen. You can kind of like a Discord Zoom kind of, I suppose. But certainly you can do voice communications back and forth.
Well, maybe that's a good solution for Larry because he doesn't have that all-impressive international free calling. Yeah, I'm so glad that I signed up for that. I actually twisted some pretty burly arms with TELUS in order to get it, but yes, my cell phone has international calling, all inclusive. So, anyways, so we can use that also as a resource. There you go, Larry. There's your solution. Invite Brian to our Discord. You'll be able to communicate either through the Discord channel or a voice call or video voice call. All right. Anything else before we go there, Wade?
I don't know, not really. I mean, I hope to be a little bit more around this weekend. I came down with a bit of an eye infection that they gave me the runaround on. I was figuring it was just your run-of-the-mill whatever. So I was at the pharmacy for drops, and the person looked at it and asked me a couple questions, and I guess I answered them wrong because he sent me on a goose chase. Said, no, you really should see a doctor. So off to the doctor, and then they said, oh, that looks like iritis. And I didn't think that sounded like a real thing. Then they spelled it for me, and it's IRIS, not EYE, because iritis spelled with an E would just sound made up to me. But anyways, they seemed concerned about it, so they sent me off to an ophthalmologist the next day. So back I am out there, and they sent me away going, no, it's just an infection. Go to the pharmacy and get some drops. So other than that, light sensitivity and other headaches that come with eye strain has kind of thrown my schedule up in the air for first part of this week. But things are getting back to normal, so I think I should be around. I'm definitely not going to miss tomorrow. The AREG, that's a staple of the week, and so I'm sure I will hear a lot of people tomorrow night as well. That's it for me. I'll send back to you there, Mac. VA3NCA back to net control.
All right, Patch, keep up the good work and trust everything heals up just fine. Billy. Let's take another standby and see if we can pick up a couple more check-ins here. It's only 7:30 and there's lots of time. VA3IMW standing by for any further check-ins for our Lake Ontario Radio Club Net.
Recheck VA3LBI.
Yeah, that one sounds much better. I can respond to that. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, okay, so do you want me to send a request to Brian into our server then?
Yep, send an invite for him to join our Discord. That'll give you an option to use Discord for messaging as well as being able to use Discord's Zoom-like capabilities for either voice or video calls.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll do that for sure. No problem. All right, and yeah, thanks, Wayne. I heard what you said there. Yeah, I probably should have popped it into special activation. Wasn't thinking. Just put it in random, but I put it in for everyone to read. So, anyways, duly noted, and I'll follow up with that after. I'll go in the house now and send off a thing to Brian, VA3LBI.
Well, before you go, Larry, is everything going ahead fine with Brenda? I know you had to go back in and have her assessed for range of motion.
Yeah, government. No insurance, so she's supposed to go back for some more physio, and they can't do it because he's already been, the story, blah, 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 the rest of it. So she's requested some more information and talked to, well, it's not the doctor so much. There's an outside firm that communicates with the doctor anyway, so they've said, well, we'll see what we can do about it. I didn't realize it, but I guess these requests go through the actual hospital, and the funding is done through that way. So she's waiting to hear something back. We went today to see about the physio, and they said, unfortunately, because she's been for the previous one that she went for, you have to wait a year. Well, a year is not going to work too good.
No, absolutely not. And every time I hear of something like this, I think, geez, I could adopt that person and bring them in under my health insurance, and then everybody would be happy. How would you feel like being my son-in-law?
I'm still thinking.
Anyways, I'm sure it's been done before. Nonetheless, if I hear of any options that come open, there is somebody I can reach out to in the healthcare system that might be able to make suggestions. But I think in this case, they may not be able to jump the queue. This resource, she's usually able to find testing resources in alternate medical facilities if somebody's in need of hurry up this or that. So, but in this case, I'm not sure that she'd be able to help out. But yeah, keep me informed. Let me know how things are going and whatever we can do, we'll try to make some help there. Anyways, thanks much, Larry, and Discord, this, that, and the other. We got that covered. All right, let's take a quick standby. See if we got time for a few more check-ins. Well, of course we have time. I have all the time in the world. VA3IMW standby on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come on in and say hi.
VA3 recheck.
VE3SWM.
Okay, I'll take the recheck first, and then standby VE3SWM. We'll get right to you. Go ahead, Steve.
Oh, thanks, Mac. I just didn't mean to interrupt there. You're just wondering how I do it. So check your messenger there. I sent you a quick little video. That's all I got there. VA3 Energy.
Thanks for sharing, Steve. Absolutely. When I get finished with the net, then I'll have a look at that. You're a marvel. Anyways, okay, VE3SWM. Good evening, sir. And can we get your first personal for the log?
You sure can. How about VE3 Sierra Mike November? I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, and apparently that didn't work very well. It's Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and just a quick check-in to say hi to everyone on the net. And that's about all for tonight.
Okay, Matt, that's very good. Okay, I think we heard you also check in with Marty last night. So let me congratulate you on your licensing, and you're doing a fine job. I think you've learned a lot of lessons in a very short period of time. So that usually in the regular season meets Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday on this repeater, and then on Thursday on our simplex frequency of 446125. Since we're on our summer schedule, the net's been cut down so that it's on the repeater Sundays and Tuesdays, and we're maintaining the simplex net on Wednesday evening. So feel free to jump in and say hello. Of course, this repeater is fairly well populated, and if you're looking for somebody to talk to, you come on here and throw out your call sign. There's about an 80% chance that somebody will come back to you anyways. Thanks again for your check-in tonight, and once again, welcome to the hobby or habit or whatever it is.
Roger that. Thank you very much, Mac. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to finally be transmitting and receiving, I guess you could say. 73 guys, have a great night. Thank you again.
Very good. Thanks a lot, Matt. And another quick standby to see if we got anybody else looking to check in. VA3IMW, standing by.
VA3KDT, every kind of junk.
Okay, we got Noel and Bill. Everybody needs a Bill. But we'll take Noel first. VE3KDT, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good. Just realized what time it was, and thought I'd go check and turn my radio on. So I literally just heard the tail end of your last conversation there, and that was about it. So yeah, doing well, keeping the boys cool. We're just been hunkering down for the most part, waiting for the weather to break a bit. Other than that, stay wet and do whatever else we can to stay cool. So it's been pretty good. I just got my oldest into, he's been missing all the superhero movies and everything else. He's finally about ready for them. He's been watching all the cartoons. So all this week we've been getting him caught up on all the origin stories, and I just blew his mind with the Avengers. We just finished that about an hour ago.
It's hard to say which one of the two of you is enjoying that more. Gives you a chance to revisit it all and obviously inspire some mental creativity. Anyways, since you just logged in, we've also been talking about a gentleman coming from the States up this weekend, potentially looking to make some personal contact with some of our Hamilton POTA operators and perhaps get together on Sunday. So I'm not sure whether you still have kids under roof over the weekend, but there's going to be some further information available on Discord as far as the arrangements for that. So if you got time on your hands on Sunday, you can keep that under consideration. Anyways, very good. Glad that you found somebody to share your love of superheroes and all of that good heritage.
Yeah, no, you're not half wrong there about me enjoying it myself there, but no, he's been watching, I guess, some of the cartoons and stuff about it, but just not the movies. So he recognized a few, and we were watching Iron Man. He's like, "But isn't it supposed to be red and gold?" And I'm like, "Just watch." And when he finally put this thing together, or the suit together, and he's just like, "Oh my gosh!" So yeah, it was good that way. But anyways, yeah, I will keep Sunday. I'm supposed to have these guys for the rest of the weekend, but yeah, I will. I'll see about that, and maybe I can come join you guys. But other than that, I will probably put a sock in it. Throw it back to you, and sorry for jumping on Bill there.
Well, I'm pretty sure you stepped very lightly. He didn't feel a thing. And if you stand on it long enough, he just won't talk anymore. Anyways, thanks so much for your check-in, Noel. All the best to you and the kids. Trust everything goes well. And let's bring in Bill, VE3EKJ.
Yeah, VA3IMW, VA3, every known joke returning. I love those movies too, Noel. I guess I'm a big kid at heart. But right now, while the net's been going on, I've been in heaven. 100 years ago, when I was young, I had a next-door neighbor. I grew up in Tapley Town, way out in, farm country. And there was a young couple that had moved in beside me. So they were about 10 years older than me. And we got to be friends, me and the guy there. I learned about how to work on cars and, important teenage things. And he also later became my judo instructor. And to make a short story long, he taught me to love those Japanese monster movies. Because they are so ridiculous, yet the Japanese took them for straight. So seriously. And right now I've been watching Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. It's being rerun on TV here. It's got every Japanese monster you ever saw. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, I think the most entertaining part of watching all of those recreated Asian movies was the voiceovers, where the words never were synced to the lip movement. So that spawned another genre of comedy for television shows. We must fight now.
Yeah. Well, I could just see, those days, you could afford to give your kid a bit of money and he could go off for the Saturday matinees. And I could picture a whole theater full of those kids in Japan just cheering and oohing and on at the monsters. There's Rodan right there, Godzilla. Oh, they're all in there. And they're all goofy looking by today's standards, but back then nobody cared. But like I say, the Japanese took them just so seriously. So I had almost forgotten. I hadn't seen them for quite a while, but this one popped up, so I've been enjoying myself. I think my tastes are kind of simple. Go.
Yeah, a little sake and a little Asian ancient history reborn on the big screen TV.
Yeah, nowadays kids don't get to see as many movies because it costs so much. And you can make it a family outing and take them. Dad could take them to the theater. by the time they get home, he spent about $100. But back in 1959 or 60, you give the kid a quarter, and he'd be able to buy a chocolate bar on the way home from the matinee.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've had a whole generation that has gone by that never knew the excitement of sneaking a whole barrage of kids into the drive-in theater in the trunk of the car. I guess that's the demise of the Oldsmobile, like a '68 or '69 Oldsmobile. You could put a whole football team in the trunk, and yeah, maybe it'd be weighed down a little bit, but for the most part. Anyways, have you heard anything from the other Bill? We've been waiting for him to reappear, but obviously he's conspicuous by his absence.
Oh, we were chatting yesterday. He's got an old Helicrafter, HQ129X, and I was talking with him about, I'd like to help him make sure it's in working order, because that's what I do for fun. But I was afraid it was about 100 pounds or something. I'm too old and fat for that, but no, he assured me it's more like about 40 pounds, and I think I can handle it. And I did hear him on this afternoon, but I was a little busy. I've got a friend I've been procrastinating. He had a couple of microphones for some old Helicrafter CB3As. He's kind of got a museum, and the wiring on these microphones, I don't know who did it, and I didn't accuse him, but it's all goofy, and of course there isn't the documentation. So anyhow, he's around, so I'm surprised he hasn't checked in.
Checked in. He was supposed to be our net controller tonight. That's why he's really conspicuous by his absence, but nonetheless. Obviously, he's back from the trailer and getting his stuff together, so that's okay. Yeah, we'll keep an ear out for him, and let him know that we were asking for him, not necessarily because he's shirked his duties. There's no issue with anybody else picking up a net now and then if somebody is otherwise disposed. But when somebody disappears for a few days and you haven't heard of them, we start to get concerned, right? Ham operators largely are pretty old guys, just like you. And sometimes when you hear them, well, when you don't hear them is when you get concerned. Anyways, Bill, certainly appreciate your check-in tonight and always appreciate your stories.
Yeah, I know what you mean about worrying if you don't hear from somebody, because I'm very fortunate. My mother is still alive. She'll be 93 next month. Still keeps her own place. Needs a girl to come in and help her a couple of days a week, but for the most part, she does her own laundry and everything else. Goes to all the family functions and such. And every night, 7 o'clock, I call and chat with her for about half an hour. And once or twice, she's been distracted, a bingo game going on in her condo apartment building that she didn't tell me about. And when she's not there when I phone, of course I get quite worried. But so far, it hasn't been a problem. At any rate, I'll let you go, and I'll be hanging in. I don't know if you still do a 73 round on Tuesday nights or what. VA3IMW, VA3, every kind of joke.
No, we don't typically come back around for a 73 round. As opposed to like the sideband net where we are sharing signal reports and you're more interested in how your radio and antenna is working. Everybody's kind of bouncing in and out of the repeater. So not really a necessity to do a 7-3 round, but nonetheless, always look forward to hearing from you. And don't forget our net on Thursday as well. It's in simplex, so you got to put your big boy pants on for that one. Anyways, I'll send it back to you for your final.
Okay. I keep forgetting the Thursday night net. I'm on my handheld right now because it's convenient. So watching Mothra telling Godzilla, let's let bygones be bygones. But anyhow, I do have an outside antenna with a bit of height. It's up. It's an old 2-story house, and it's up just above the upper gutters, rain gutters. So that's about 23, 24 feet. And it's a dual band stick. And then I have an old Kenwood mobile rig that's about 25 watts that I feed it. But that's in the ham shack proper. I just can't tear myself away from the TV because I might miss another monster movie. Anyway, back to you, and you can proceed. There may be some more last-minute Charlies like me. VA3IMW VA3KJ.
Or last minute Billies. Okay, very good. Thanks again, sir. And let's see if we can muster up a couple of more check-ins here. It's 10 to 8, 9 minutes to 8 now. VA3IMW standing by on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. Well, that sounds like the signal to remember the founding father here. Thank you very much, Terry, VE3IQL, for the use of this fine repeater. The equipment's working just fine, and I think we're all very fortunate for what you've done for the community. Keep up the good work. We'll bring this net to a close now and turn the repeater back to normal amateur use. Remember to keep an eye on the Discord site for further information for our visitor this weekend. And feel free to jump in and share any information during the net, either tomorrow evening with Chuck or on Thursday on our simplex frequency of 446.125, starting at 7 p.m. 7-3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.